It's the cold hard truth. Everyone really want to know what's going on with her show. Just get on the air and you will know it's Sandra. The queen of the Marl Road is here, helping people from everywhere. Get on the phone and you will hear Sandra. Now she will tell you how it goes, but don't you ever step on her toes, 'cause you will hear the cold hard truth from Sandra. They say she's the hero in town, helping people from all around. You get a call, your money is found, it's Sandra. Some will call her late at night just to say that there's a fight, and she will not just leave it alone. She'll get up and call on the phone, and when politics starts on her show, everyone really wants to know the way the things will really go with Sandra. And some will start to criticize, get on the show and tell pure lies, but someday we'll realize it's Sandra. And when they start to argue again, she'll pull the heads to the wind, and soon you will be a friend of Sandra. 'Cause every day everyone wants to hear from Sandra. 'Cause every day everyone wants to hear from Sandra. 'Cause every day everyone got to hear from Sandra. 'Cause every day everyone got to hear from Sandra.
Yeehaw! Good morning, good morning, good morning, Cayman. Happy Friday. Yes, I'm talking to you beautiful people sitting in traffic and thinking to yourself, OMG, school is back in full swing. I think next week, some of the other private schools, I guess prep, and I don't know if Catholic has started already, but they will be starting in full force as well. So get ready for it. Yeah. What can I say? Oh, we've got a phone call already? Wow. Did you guys see today's heading and thought, I better hurry up and call and ask my question? All right, let's take it. Uh-oh. They hung up. Aw. It's Ask Sandy Day. Any question you have? No question off limits. How about that? What do you want to know? Tell me. Tell me, honey child, what is on your mind? Open mic, 936-2626. I hope you guys had a wonderful night last night. We are back here in the studio, and it's Friday, so we have enough reasons to be happy on a Friday, just because we live to see another day. Yes, honey child, we are 6 feet up, not 6 feet under. Everybody good? Thank you so much for all of the amazing people who have sent me the video with Evanye. I haven't watched it in full, and I'm still debating whether or not I really want to, because, you know, that whole situation just really makes me upset. She claims that she's not spoken out about her daughter's murder because, she worked for Maples and they told her not to respond to the media. Well, I think that's a lie, because I'm pretty sure she had given somebody an interview some months back. She had posted at least one other video some time ago as well, claiming that she knew her daughter was murdered. And not to mention that this isn't just about you making these contrived public statements that are fake. That's one thing. It's not believable. You had to read from a script. You couldn't even just tell us for yourself how you felt. But she also didn't even bother to show up to court. You know, if somebody's on trial for the murder of your daughter, which you claim you love so much, and you don't come to court a single day, Jesus, help me understand how we have parents like this around the place. Seriously. Absolutely disgusting. And then when she does respond, her response is focused on the first thing she says in her video. She comes after me, calling my mother's name, which I would advise you not to do if you have any sense. You must not know who Pamela's children are. Not just me, honey child. Every single rocket in Cayman comes from Pamela, so I hope you know. You better relax yourself if you know what's good for you. And, you know, that's her focus. To come after me. Well, you can come after me. Because guess what? I got a hard back. A big mouth. A brain of my own. And you're not going to intimidate me. And I tell you what, I'm not a 2-year-old vulnerable child that you and other people can do something to, and there will be no justice. So let's be very, very clear, Vanya. I'm not little Elicity that you can get away with it. So you can talk as much as you want. I see you. And guess what? Not only do I see you, a lot of Cayman see you. Did you guys see the poll numbers on the question and whether or not the mother should be charged? Let me just get the latest results. Because what I can tell you is I have never seen a single poll that we've done yet that has been this much of a blowout in terms of the vote. And I think that says a lot about what the community thinks of you, Ivani. You're not fooling nobody. And the few little people that commented on your post and supported your nonsense, let me say that they have less sense than you do. That's all. So it was a 98.4% resounding yes. 98% of respondents said that they believe the mother should face charges in connection with that baby's death/welfare. Wow. Never seen a poll that came in with 98%, not even firing Lizette, which was pretty high as well. That was 90-something%. Didn't have quite these numbers. This is really, really something. The people have spoken. And I think the police need to look carefully at this case. They've arrested her. And as far as I know, there has been no formal statement that they would not be charging her. So the community and the family members of baby Elicity deserve to know what's the next step. Right? We're not pleased with the outcome. So what are you going to do now? You're going to just let this stay? And in 35 years, like what you did with the Brat case, you're going to decide to bring somebody up on charges again? Now, I want to be very, very clear. I'm of the opinion that this case was mishandled from the onset. And it was mishandled first by the forensic team at the HSA, who concluded that it was an accidental death, an accidental drowning. Nothing has happened to them. There's been no recourse there. And I think that honestly, that led the police down the wrong path. But as someone said, you know, is it not both the forensic team, the pathologist, and the police communicating with each other? Do they not talk? Do the police say, this is what was found at the scene of the accident? Did the forensic expert go to the scene of the accident? Like, I'm confused about how any of this actually happened. But we're going to get answers. We're not going to stop. That baby deserves better. Okay? I didn't know the little child. But what I can tell you is no child in Cayman deserves, in this day and age, I can't speak about a murder that happened 50, 60 years ago. I don't know nothing about that one case, okay? What I can tell you is this is 2026. No child deserves to have their life taken from them and then no justice as a result of it. That's what I know. And it means that every week we got to bring it up. Then it is what it is. Okay? Simple as that. So she can do a million videos if she wants. I don't really care. She can call me every name in the book. I also don't care. What I know is none of that is going to stop us from making her a piece of the conversation, making this case an ongoing piece of the discourse in the Cayman Islands. Justice has to be served. The community has spoken volumes on what they think. And someone said in one of the groups, and I agree, that, community opinions don't drive prosecutions. Yes, that is legally the correct position. And I'm not saying that, because this young lady is unlikable, we should just go after her. No, we know that there is evidence, right? We know that there is evidence of, at the very minimum, child endangerment. That would be the easiest case that they could bring against this mother. And there's been nothing yet. Maybe they can't get her in murder, but they can get her in manslaughter, child endangerment. Try. Okay? The same energy you guys have for, what's his name? Davian, or whatever the heck his name is. Damien. Try. Because this is a mother who made very conscious decisions to have her child exposed to a known criminal. She knew he was a criminal. She's sitting there doing drugs with him, getting drugs from their source on Cayman Brac. How much more do you need to know? So there's enough there for some kind of a charge. They be trumping up charges of people when they're ready over nonsense. So why not this case? I'm just saying. She needs to serve time in jail. And I don't really care what for at this point. I mean, we'd love to get her on the manslaughter charge, but for her actions, that child would still be alive today. That's why I don't know why she gets the gall to call any other mother's name in any of this. You certainly shouldn't be calling my mother's name, I can tell you what. She might not have been the mother of the century, but one thing I know for sure, she never killed any of her kids. Nope. She gave them up before she would, had a grandmother, her mother helped raise them, before she would leave them around some man that was going to kill them. So be very, very careful when you decide to call Pamela Rocket's name, because I think you asking for trouble. I'm surprised that you have the audacity to do such a thing, because you don't know my mother. Boy, I tell you. She was also not anyone who was into drugs. That much we know. She looked out for other people's children. Ask the number of children and parents that remember Pam from Savannah Primary and how much those children loved her, because she was always making sure, even if they didn't have enough money, that they were getting school lunches, etc. How have you ever protected a child, Ivania? Nope, you haven't. And for the record, people were pointing out Gemma McLaughlin. Lord Jesus. Gemma, please shut up. What Jamaicans say? Cockroach don't have no place in foul fight? Is that the saying? Let me assure you, of all of the people in this world who should have anything to say, especially on the topic of, oh, she's a good mother that wants justice for her child, it should never have been Gemma McLaughlin. This is a woman who, somebody messaged me about her the other day and say, has she looked at herself in the mirror? I'm not getting into any of that. I don't care how y'all look, right? These things are fleeting. How you look, some of y'all think you look good now and you're going to look good forever. Poor you, right? Let's talk about character. Let's talk about your core, who you are. And Gemma McLaughlin, girl, please. I'm shocked that you have the audacity to think you anybody in this community. Horrible mother as well. Thank God I killed none of yours yet. But you should just keep your mouth shut. You should know better. This is Friday. We got to turn up a little bit. A woman who trades men like she changes her undies every single day. Never satisfied. You must have a catalog of the worst Jamaican men available to you. I think she had one Caymanian, poor him. Cousin Matt Field, what a mistake he made. Seriously. Even Zeus this morning is annoyed. He's like, Mama, these people not got no sense. Yes, Zeus, I know. You can imagine. I mean, the amount of women and people that keep messaging, they're like, Gemma needs to just leave my husband and everybody else's husband alone because she has no criteria for a man. The worse he is, the more she can want him. And then exposing your children to this. We got to have better standards than this, man. Listen, enough people, you're a free agent, you're running around there when you're young and stupid and doing whatever you want. But when you start to have children, do you women not see the importance of trying to get your lives together? And not exposing your children to this revolving door of men? Not going out there buying your own wedding ring, an engagement ring, to stage another engagement again because you think that somehow that is the most important thing in life. Seriously. Y'all need Jesus. Y'all need something, common sense. I've never seen, and the sad thing about Gemma is, again, pretty girl, pretty face, but not a lick of sense. Not a lick of sense. She literally can find the worst man. I mean, I know we've all had some bad luck in the department. But no, all it takes is somebody in the grocery store. Let me tell you how it goes. And these are facts, by the way. This is how she meets her men. Somebody in the grocery store says, oh my gosh, you're so pretty. Boom! Coming up. Moving in with the children. That's all it takes. Taking family vacations. Buying him. Because she's one that believes, right? That's why it took her forever to get that little mortgage, honey child. And even now I hear her poor mother have to help her pay the mortgage. Y'all are sick. Your poor mother, lovely Miss Sue, poor her. Gone and move in with that woman to stress her out. Now she got to put her house on for sale because she's trying to get rid of children and grandchildren out of her house. Y'all don't have no compunction to do the right thing, Right? All the money you spend on trying to be fake, the fake hair, the fake nails, everything, all of that, right? Try and educate yourself, educate your children, focus on your children, leave these no good men alone. Miss Stacy, please come for Zeus, because he is uncomfortable today. Poor Zeus is like, I don't like the energy. I know what you mean. I know what you mean, honey child. But you're gonna have to leave the studio today. Because we not pulling no punches. It's just ridiculous. Yes, YouTuber, pretty face and bad character. Or as a real Caymanian would say, pretty face and dirt behind. Y'all know what we mean. Jessica says, do you know that Devon's brother is the one that was sent to England? Jessica, I read the other day the article of where her, the police from when he was, 17, 18. Come for Zeus, my dear. He seems annoyed today. That way back when, the judge said that this man not gonna change. He is a seasoned criminal. So there's no world in which Evanie did not know what type of individual he was. Let me be very, very crystal clear. She knew and didn't care. And the fact that she knew and didn't care demonstrates the type of mother she is. Same thing with Gemma, right? She's bringing men around her children that she does not even know anything about them or their character. I'm sick and tired of you women exposing your children, because this is exactly what you're doing, to this lifestyle that puts them at risk. If you don't understand the risk, I've said it before, right? Stephen Bartlett, I'm going to find that clip where he talks about with an expert. Here it is. Give me 1 second. I can pull it up. The danger of having step parents, what you expose your children to. Here we are now in a new school year, and I'm begging mothers, because most of you are the ones who have primary care of your children. There's no man that is walking the face of this earth that is more important to you or should be more important to you than your own children. I need y'all to wake up. We have too many Gemma McLaughlins out there. And all y'all do is encourage the bad behavior. Every time you see her with another man yet again, and you're like, oh, you getting mad again? Mm-hmm. And, it's like, oh my God, y'all are like, what? Seriously? Start telling the truth, these women. Start saying, man number 20. Those children know no concept, stability in their lives. And that is a problem. Huh? That is a real problem. Somebody says she's lucky. Gemma's lucky. Daughter's not been molested with as many Jamaican men as she has around. Well, I pray that hasn't happened. But we don't know, because most of these cases go unreported. Some of these children never tell the chaos that they're being exposed to. It's ridiculous. And you send the wrong message. I mean, okay, let's say it's not the worst case scenario, hopefully, right? But you also are sending the wrong message to children that somehow this behavior, this revolving door of men is acceptable. I mean, I've never seen anything like it in my life. God. My aunt was single the entire time I knew her. I've never seen her with no man, no woman, no nobody. Stop bringing people into your homes and exposing them to this sort of nonsense. Good morning, caller.
Morning, Aunty Sandy. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
All right. No, I get where you're going, and that entire Cayman Brack situation is mind blowing. Just tragic and sick and everything rolled into one. But just calling in on that last point that you're making about, like the stepdads and everything. Not every stepdad is a monster. Not every stepmom is a monster. People take their time, or God puts them in a position to try and figure out who the best suited person is for them. You know that I got two boys, and I don't love them any different than one from the other. And that's one thing that I pride myself on. So I would just ask that you measure and be mindful of the fact that there are some really good step parents that exist in the Cayman that love children that they might not have born as much as they love their own, and they do everything with and for the betterment of those children. Because some of us have experiences that were the most positive, and some of us make a commitment that, I can do it better than what happened to me or mine. And I take the point that you're making, because the Cayman Brack situation, like I said, it just don't make no sense on any level. And I don't know how the people came to the conclusions that they came to in the courts. But I just felt in defense of those that understand that if you're going to take on the responsibility of being there with the child, do your very best, love the child, care for the child, and treat that child how you'd want your own to be treated. And if you do that, everything will be all right. Because the broad brushing, there's some excellent step parents on this island.
Let me clarify what this is, because this is not
No,
about a step
I heard
parent.
you, but you said
Okay.
it. No, I heard it. But there was a judgment of how many times you can get married and how many times you can do this. And at the end of the day, not me to tell you or me or anybody else how many times we get married. But at the same time, the comment was, and as a step parent who I love Nathan. Nathan is mine 100%. Like he's no different than Nico. There are some of us that would do that. If Marlon had a child, you'd be exactly the same way, because of how you are and how you give to everybody. And if you had that responsibility, you would do exactly the same thing. I am confident when I say that. So I was just calling in on that point, and listen to the rest of the show, because the stuff that you're talking about is real and it's perplexing. That's the best adjective that I can use. But go from there. Bye.
Bye-bye. A perfect example of missing the forest for the trees. Johan doesn't have a clue what we're talking about here this morning. I'm not talking about step parents, right? Most of them with Gemma don't even make it to the altar. What I'm talking about is a revolving door of men, and somebody said the women not know better, or vice versa. Right? It's true, except in most cases, it is the woman who is the primary child, the primary care of the child, the primary caregiver. I'm not talking about no step parents like that, Johan. Yes, if I met my husband and he was as wonderful as he is and he had a child, I may have still ended up with him. I wasn't never one for ready-made families, let me be honest. So for me, that was always something to consider, because there's too much drama around all the baby mama foolishness. So yes, one of the first questions, I was like, you got any kids? Because at your age, I want to know who you hide in Jamaica. And I was shocked that he didn't have anybody. But that isn't what I'm talking about here. Yes, there are lots of loving step parents out there. I'm talking about where your front door is worse than a brothel, with the people that are coming and going. They're not no step parents. They don't even have the opportunity to get to know these children properly. That much she's changed men out. That's what I'm talking about. And that's a very different situation, to be clear, than you being with someone for 10, 15 years, as you have with Pilar, and raising her son like your own. That's not the same. We're not comparing apples to apples, honey child. And I would turn the tables on you. Yeah, you have a son. So say you and Pilar split up tomorrow. Oh, we're going to be talking about Pilar this morning. She's joining the Compass. So you split up with her tomorrow. How would you feel? It's every 6 months. We're going to give them 6 months, because some of them not even that long. Every 6 months, you hear that Pilar got a new man living in her house with your son. I bet you wouldn't be calling me talking no gliding foolishness this morning. You would be talking about, oh, all of them are going to be wonderful stepfathers. And then look what you're picking up. Other people, husband, try and hush. If I showed you some of the comments, this person said yesterday, another husband that she took, or she thinks she taken him, they said, yeah, I used to be married to him, but I divorced him and let dog be with a dog. You understand? Instead of you focusing on keeping a roof over your children's head, always changing apartments, always getting it, always having to finally, thank God, the bank she works for gave her a little mortgage. She can't even hold that down. Why? Because she's out here spending money on men. That's what I'm talking about, Johan. You need to see the full picture. This ain't got nothing about nobody trying to make step parents look bad. Johan, YouTuber says, Johan, please stop. That's not the case with these women. Stop taking things personally. She's not talking about upstanding step parents. YouTuber rolling the eyes. YouTuber says, was she talking to you, Johan? John LaRue says, I thought this dude was banned. We gave him a final chance, John. You missed that show, I guess. Abby says, say waste men instead of stepfathers. But I tell you that I'm talking about something else when I say stepfathers, because I was looking for a particular video and I want you guys to see that. But yeah, they're not stepfathers. I tell you, they better know these children. YouTubers are real Caymanian boys. Jesus Christ. Says Johan needs to stop calling in because he likes the sound of his own voice. Lord have mercy. John Lewis says Pilar is too educated to have a revolving door. Well, education has nothing to do with a revolving door. There's lots of educated women who do it. It really, to me, is a self-esteem issue, right? It's a self-esteem issue and something much deeper than just education. So I agree that she is educated, and I would never expect her to do something like that. That's because she has a moral compass. People like Gemma don't have no moral compass, and something's wrong with her. Despite being pretty on the exterior, something she has been missing her whole life is why she keeps looking for it in men. Because no man will ever give you what you're missing. Okay? You can buy as many of them as you want. Fix my little coat of arms. You can buy as many of them as you want, and it's still not going to fix what's actually missing inside of you. This is very, very deep-seated. Miss Lucille telling Ivania if she know what good for her, she wouldn't call Miss Pam's name either. Child, listen, there are parents who were not great parents because they just didn't know any better. And, you know, they may have had circumstances in their life. And then there are parents like Ivania who've gotten every opportunity in this world. There's no reason why she shouldn't be a good parent. You see, that's the sad part. Some of y'all struggling, right? Financially, all kind of stuff. That shouldn't be Ivania's problem. Because daddy was sure you want to go to school? I'll send you off to university, get an education. I'll pay for it. I'll buy you an apartment in Prospect. I'll give you this. I'll give you that. And still wasn't enough. Listen to this video, folks.
Think is the number one predictor of there being child abuse in a home?
An absent parent.
Okay, very, very reasonable answer.
Yeah.
So usually in lecture one, when I'm teaching an evolution psychology course, I'll ask this question and I'll start putting all the student answers. And they're all reasonable answers. If there is alcoholism in the home, if one of the parents had been abused in their past, that they mimic that behavior onto their children, then all reasonable. Well, what if and by the way, no one guesses what the real answer is. So then I say, well, guess what, guys? You just listed 25 reasonable predictors. The number one predictor is 100-fold more predictive than anything that's on that board. I've lectured this a million times. I'm getting goosebumps telling it to you right now. So let me explain what 100-fold means. In science, when let's say I want to check the efficacy of a drug and I want to compare it to a placebo, a sugar pill. Well, if it has a 1.2 odds ratio, meaning it's 20% more effective. So it's 1 to 1.2 would be a big effect. 1 to 1.2. What I'm saying is 1 to 100. So it is astronomically greater effect than anything we would typically publish in science. Well, the number one reason, Stephen, I've kept you in suspense long enough, is if there is a step parent in the family. So there's 100-fold increase in child abuse if the home is not made up of two biological parents. This is why the fable of Cinderella is such a universal fable, because it speaks to an evolutionary principle.
Y'all understand? Y'all understand that? Okay? So, yes, there are good step parents out there. We're not talking about that, right? We're talking about the exposure. Statistically speaking, numbers. You have a step parent in your home, your child is more likely than not. Isn't this wild? You see how he explained what 100-fold even means? Your child is more likely than not to be the victim of child abuse. Now, that is one step parent. That is one man or woman, because women can be abusers too, in your household. Imagine when your child throughout their lifestyle have seen 10, 15, 20 men. Do the math. Do the math. If these children have not been abused, it is actually a miracle at this point. There is too many men coming in and out of your homes with these little girls, especially, but boys in your families. Morning, Strong Will. We're talking about these no good mothers who have the audacity to want to get on social media and post stuff calling out my name and my mother's name, Ivanye, and then Gemma McLaughlin in the comment section, giving her a little applause. Well, you know what they say about birds of a feather. I don't expect you to do nothing better, actually, Gemma, than to applaud a mother like Ivanye, because you two belong in the same jail cell together. You for pure slackness. Somebody just sent me this about how she posted this yesterday.
And really the fact is, we not in the same bracket, not in the same league. Don't shoot at
Yeah.
baskets, don't pay the same.
Look at her.
Hang with the same bitches, so how am I in
Look at her.
What is it I'm missing? Nigga, I've been missing.
In what world does this woman actually think this look good? I don't think I'm better than you. You think I'm better than you, and that's why everything I do bothers you. What? Child. Island Barbie, that's her, what is this, TikTok, Instagram? That's her Instagram name, poor her. If ghetto was a person, pretty face, but G's and peace, if ghetto was a person, this would be it. My God. How do we raise girl children like this? This is why y'all need to stop focusing on your looks. Your children are raised not with nothing. And all they have in this world is their bodies. Breezy says she looks so sloppy, right? Does she think this look good, you know? You can't tell Gemma that she don't look good. I know one thing. Oh, you guys keep telling me that they're using filters. Well, I don't even know how to do that. I don't know. I don't know how they do it. But yeah, it's even worse if you have to use a filter to look good. Because most of them, yeah, the skin not that smooth, full of crinkly holes and whatever from all the drinking and smoking and partying and the lifestyle once again. But like, you can't tell them that they don't look good. Oh my gosh, what a hot mess. Supposed to be a professional at a bank, and this is the foolishness that she's posting up. Child, please. And you know the worst thing is, Caymanians not no fools, you know. Y'all be here fronting and pretending and posting all nonsense. And people well know what you're actually about. That's why I not, y'all think I'm worried about Yvonne. You're talking about you sue somebody. Who she gonna sue? Sue somebody for telling the truth? She claims she has a law degree, right? I'm assuming she's telling the truth. Then she would know that the absolute defense to defamation is actually the truth. So you can't sue me for saying that you have been pretty good friends with the white lady. snorting her. That your BFF. Everybody this side of the Mississippi know that already, honey child. The person says, good morning. Your hand cannot compare apples and oranges. Having 4 or 5 different men in 1 year, year after year, in and out of your life and around your children is ridiculous. As I understand, the current man she's going back and forth with, her and his ex-wife are used to her. Well, I understand the current man she's going back and forth with, and with her. Oh, he's going back and forth with her and the ex-wife? Okay. She actually buys her own engagement rings and then sells them when the engagement or wedding fails. The last engagement to that Jamaican in Panama was planned and paid for by her. Johan needs to shut up because he can't compare his life with Miss Pilar and the hood rats that you're talking about. Those are filters, by the way, because she round like a barrel. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, okay, I don't know anything about the filter situation, but people keep telling me that even Ivania, they're like, oh, she don't look that good in person, child. Those are filters. Filters and Botox. Oh, God. Here's another viewer this morning to all of you. Feel free to weigh in. Send your comments. 324-6012 is my number. That's where most of the comments come in. Because then sometimes I forget to check the show number. Let me check. See if anybody over here got anything to say. Morning, Instagram. Let me see. Oh, there was an eclipse last night. So sorry. I totally missed that one. Here's another commenter. Morning. I don't know who Gemma is, but I decided to look her up on Facebook. Most of her pictures, a bunch of filters on. As a man, I never trust a woman who uses a bunch of filters on her pictures. So what you're saying about her today's morning show is always my experience with the women who decide to use a bunch of filters to cover up their true looks. I'm not saying everybody who uses a filter is like her, but there'd be something in common. Can you send me Ivania's video? Yes, I can. And I do want to dissect it, except it has profanity in it. So we have to be careful about that before 9:30 because we're still on air. But some of the stuff that she says just doesn't even make any sense. It is just completely nonsense and illogical. But yeah, somebody did send it to me yesterday, finally. I got the full video because I had a copy before that, but it wasn't actually the full video. So I'm happy. Let me transcribe it real quick. But I am happy to send it to you as well. It's about 20 something minutes. Let me see here now. The older people in the day would call these women iron front. Lord God, you young people might not know what that means. Y'all know what iron front is, right? Who in the class, just raise your hands. No explanation needed. Say yes, I know what that means, Auntie. Who in the front? Yes, who in the front of the class knows what the term iron front actually means? I wonder if we ask AI, if AI would know what that means. I ask AI, hold on. Do you know what iron front means as a colloquial, I better tell it, colloquial Caribbean term? Let's get AI in this discussion this morning. Yes, sir. Iron front, boy. Oh my God, I forgot that term. Adding it back to my savings. Someone says Gemma was a hood rat from one man next. She's in another situation that a warm washcloth would ruin her life. Warm washcloth. Lord. And listen, someone says that Gemma's incapable of being alone. And it's true because I hear from the age of 14, she has literally, listen, people in Cayman talk to them boys from up east. Did they live in East End, or she was just hanging out with all them East End boys back in the day? Everybody was running through that. That was the village bicycle. Everybody was taking a turn. And that is, I wasn't there with the iron front, but I'm telling you, too many people know the story. YouTuber says, listen, I get that you're attracted to the face, but after you hear lack of substance conversation, how do you stay interested? My God. But you see the caliber of men that she is selecting. They don't care about substance because they themselves don't have any substance, right? This is where now when we talk about evenly yoked. So when I tell you she has picked up men who are cashiers or stocking boys in the grocery store simply because they told her she pretty. That's all it took. Bam, wham, thank you, ma'am. Okay? Now what would you expect to get? She's not even having conversations with them first before she jumping into a relationship. I mean, I got to turn on my fan because I'm feeling a little bit hot today and I refuse to turn that AC down. But seriously, what do you expect? Not in her brain worth anything. Nothing is in their brain worth anything. There's no real conversation. Ivania is the same way. That's why every man that Ivania pick up is a druggie and, bad boy mentality. Because they're not looking for nothing at all of substance. And I know Gemma's poor father must be, well, he knew what he had. Poor him. It wasn't no surprise. Huh? I didn't even know how that Miss Cayman title was kept. Because, again, another competition, no morality element to it whatsoever. Strong Will says, please don't waste your time with Gemma. She bins through the mill. She's a bit time. Oh gosh, phonetics. She changed man like how she changes her draw. I said that earlier. I'm glad you joined the show late and saying the exact same thing. It might look good to the eyes of the father, but not a good look for the eyes of any children/stepchildren. It don't look good no way you take it. Well, I know one thing. Any man that gives me bun with all like Gemma can stay because clearly you're where you need to be. That's what one of the wives said. Make dog have dog. Marcia says, I in front me and it can't done. Let's go back to AI. So yes, this is what AI says. Yes, but it's very context dependent. And it doesn't appear to be a formally documented Caribbean expression in usual dictionaries. In Caribbean colloquial speech, particular older usage, I've heard have an eye in front used to describe someone who's extremely bold, shameless, brazen, or has plenty of nerve, essentially whose front is so hard that embarrassment or criticism doesn't penetrate it. So they give a couple examples. They're not talking about the front that we talking about, not a problem. It can also carry the sense of putting on very bad, fearless exterior, someone who refuses to appear intimidated or embarrassed. No. Hey, I got to train you on this one. I got to make you add this to your dictionary. I searched specifically for Caribbean, Jamaican/Cayman usage and didn't find a reliable published slang definition. Search results overwhelmingly refer to the unrelated German political organization called the Iron Front. No, you're going off topic now. If you tell me the sentence or situation where you heard Iron Front, I can pin down exactly what it means. Let me tell AI what it means. When her vajayjay can't be done. Let me see. Oh my God. All right, listen to what AI said. This is too funny. I love how you can have these conversations with AI though. And AI, don't be offended. AI be like, oh, okay, well then since we're gonna be talking about vaginas, look at what AI said. Ah, yes. If you're referring to I in front in a sexual / Caribbean slang context, then that's a different meaning from the one that I described. In some Caribbean vernacular, I in front can be a crude expression referring to a woman whose vagina is perceived. Lord have mercy. No. We're not saying that it's resistant to nothing. That's quite the opposite. No, Donna, what? You still off the mark. No. If by can't be done, you mean the specific Caribbean expression of a woman who man supposedly cannot satisfy, then that may be another nuisance to the fit. Yes, that's the one. It's the latter. It's the latter, chat. Nothing about you can't penetrate it. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Getting too much. Oh, yes. Now I understand the usage. Lord, poor thing. Add that to your vocabulary. They should put that on the thing to become a status holder. Do you know what I in front means? Because y'all need to stay away from them type of women. Listen, I heard that allegedly the East End guys ran a train in her back in the day. That was the last Jamaican that she was engaged to. He was working at Foster's Savannah, basically looked at her and told her that she was the most beautiful woman he ever saw. She literally went home with him and kicked out the then current Jamaican husband out of the house and moved in the new one. Johan, are you still listening to the show and paying attention this morning? We're not talking about no stepfather situation here, right? How on earth? You got a husband at home and you are going to turn around and kick out another man because he told you the most beautiful woman he's ever seen? She's not even smart with the lines. Wow. Somebody say, no. The vajayjay is not tight, more like the Panama Canal. AI is confused. What a hot mess. A little bit of alcohol, says this gentleman, and clothes off, legs up, and I love you in 10 minutes. What a hot mess. What does one say now? I'm trying to understand this one. Hold on. Help me work through this particular comment. I glance at it, but I'm not fully cognizant. It says, okay, her name is Gemma, ever with a man, McLaughlin. Oh, damn. I wasn't reading that right. Because the sun don't set on one relationship before she's with another and have them around her children. And it isn't guys who could be of no example at all to any of the kids. Oh, Gemma ever with a man, McLaughlin. Ay, caramba. Morning, Blissful. Welcome. Ingrid said, yep, I just added it to my dictionary. I in front. Cuca de Ero? That's the Spanish version of it. I gotta remember the Spanish version. AI is giving you the clean version of I in front for real. Robert's having a laugh. I'm late class. What Gemma do? School me, girl. You're gonna have to hit that rewind button. I know her to be a sweetheart. Tell me what I'm not aware. I'm sure she's a sweetheart. I am sure every single of the 2011 teen men think she's a sweetheart too. I have never had a problem with Gemma. But you know what happened? Let me tell you why she all upset with me. Let's rewind it back, because I know sometimes you miss an episode, like, oh my God, what happened to Aunty Sandy? And you see, I not got no beef with nobody, you know. I don't start no beef. One thing Aunt Lottie tell me, leave people alone. I don't start no beef. But if you bring your nonsense to me, I'm going to be the one to finish it. Okay? So Gemma's son, saw her sister Karis the other day trying to give me dirty looks up in Foster's. Poor her. She must have thinking about a business with them. Her son was the one who was in the street fight, or in the fight that was recorded. Remember the guy says, what was the term he kept saying? That is my home or something. What was he saying? My yard. Yes, a little Spanish guy recording. Not my yard, my yard, my yard. So her son is having baby mama drama. And I didn't even know she was a grandmother already because that boy is barely of age. Mothers, talk to your sons. Fathers, talk to your daughters. Okay? So he done gone and jump on some poor little Spanish girl. And of course, they want to always blame the Spaniards. Oh, she's the problem. Yeah, they reach out to me. Oh, she's the problem. I'm not buying that for 1 second. You know why? Because your mama been the problem for a long time. And you grew up seeing chaotic relationships. And when that's all you see and that's all you know, chances are 9 out of 10, it's almost like this poll with Ivania, 98% you yourself is doomed to have a chaotic relationship. So because her son in that video and the family reached out to me and I would not do them no favors and take down the video, that is why they're now all up in their feelings with me. Jamaicans, I want y'all to pay attention. All them fool TikTokers talking about, oh, Jamaicans. She only talks about Jamaicans. Today a day that we're not talking about no Jamaicans. We're going to talk about our own foolish Caymanians. Okay? So don't come for me because you're sloppy, because your children are sloppy, and y'all out here in these streets doing the most ridiculous stuff. Don't be asking Auntie to take nothing down. Because it ain't going to happen. That's not a request that Miss Sue, who sat here every single day for years. She used to tell me how much her husband loved the show. In the morning, they would get up first thing, start with their little coffee, and turn on the cold hard truth. Then you should know the rules by which we operate. There's no fear or favoritism for no one. It don't make a difference to me that you're Caymanian. It don't make a difference to me that you got a pretty filtered face. It don't make no difference to me whether you're front iron, cast iron, or paper thin. It don't make a difference to me that you're Caymanian, Jamaican, Honduran, whatever. When you're taking your business to the streets, and you are allowing everybody to see it, that's why you keep it inside your damn house. Then it becomes a conversation. And then, of course, they get all in their feelings and then they start trying to attack me in the comment section. That's the last thing y'all should do, if you got any sense. It don't make no difference. But I have never had an issue with these people. When you want to attack me because of your own bad behavior, we gonna have a problem. And then you force me to dig deeper than I ever wanted to dig in your eye in front. Because God knows, I don't even want to have this conversation. Understand me? But you all put yourselves in this situation. Morning, Miss Val, Sandra. There's a phrase, white liver, which means you sex till you lose ability to experience pleasure. You just have sex for fun. My God, I've heard of that term too. So this happened, what, a couple month or two ago? So they're all up in their feelings. They can be up in their feelings. I don't care. I thought we were done. Beef over. So then when Fool Ivania now posts this video where she trying to come for people, which she shouldn't do either, who is up in the comment section? None other than Gemma McLaughlin. My tweetum. And so we made a very sarcastic post. Apparently some people in her own family never understood the sarcasm in it. Somebody say I must play That Girl by Shelly Ann. Any profanity? Otherwise, we're gonna have to wait until after the show. So yeah, jump up in the comment section, try to clock somebody. I'm like, yes, Evania, you go ahead. I'm like, girl, please do yourself a favor and shut your legs and shut your mouth at the same time. That would be very beneficial to you. So it got me to thinking about all the horrible mothers that we have out here and the standards with which they operate. Because this is, on the one hand, it's a very, very serious conversation because I don't think that the impact of bad mothering has a real trickle-down effect on children. So I had to play that video about step parents. That is one single step parent in your house exposes your child exponentially to the potential of being, let me let you listen to it again, because I know some of y'all wasn't paying attention. Listen. One second, sorry, it's not.
That behavior onto their children then. All reasonable. Well, what if and by the way, no one guesses what the real answer is. So then I say, well, guess what, guys? You just listed 25 reasonable predictors. The number one predictor is 100-fold more predictive than anything that's on that board. I've lectured this a million times. I'm getting goosebumps telling it to you right now. So let me explain what 100-fold means. In science, when let's say you have to check the efficacy of a drug and I want to compare it to a placebo, a sugar pill. Well, if it has a 1.2 odds ratio, meaning it's 20% more effective. So it's 1 to 1.2. That would be a big effect. 1 to 1.2. What I'm saying is 1 to 100. So it is astronomically greater effect than anything we would typically publish in science. Well, the number one reason, Stephen, I've kept you in suspense long enough, is if there is a step parent in the family. So there's 100-fold increase in child abuse if the home is not made up of two biological parents. This is why the fable of Cinderella is such a universal fable, because it speaks to an evolutionary principle.
All right, folks. So let's be very, very clear here, okay? That is a single step parent. Imagine when it's a revolving door of men, none of them real step parents. Strong-willed Gemma was trying after my husband, but he wasn't interested in her. Lord God, what you say? No, sir. Blissful Powell, now Gemma should know better. That's what's recorded in public stays in public. Marl can't make it disappear. So now I'm updated and understand. Yes, Michelle. Ingrid says that's our term back home. Whatever girls 10-1. It's just unbelievable. It's sad. And you see, when you live in a glass house and everybody know your business to the point where they can say this, I can't even read some of this because this is 9:30 conversation, but I'm going to let y'all read the last two bits there for yourself, right? When everybody know your business, you know what you do? This is the very definition of you live in a glass house. And this is what happens in this day and age with social media and all these girls looking for attention on social media, right? What you should do is go home, lock your front door, lock the back door, sit down in front of your TV and watch yourself a good Lifetime movie, network movie. Just chill out, just relax. Stay off of social media. Stop trying to pretend to be something you're not. Because at the end of the day, I can assure you, that too many people know what a hot mess you are, and it is beyond anything that is recognizable. Seriously. You work for a bank, a commercial entity. You should try to clean up your reputation by just behaving. Just go to work, pick up your children, spend time with your children, and go home and leave all this nonsense alone. How old she is now? She not old enough already to know better? Somebody says, court office, people listening, every single time that she has to serve a document on baby father, because then she'd be chasing man for money for all these children that she had. I think every one of them for a different man, as far as I can recall. Right? Since 2015, every time she serves a piece of paper or she accuses a man of something and gotta make a police report, there's always a new address on it. So man change, revolving door, constantly moving, getting evicted, getting thrown out, constant changes. This type of environment is not healthy. Every single child got a different baby daddy. This is not a healthy environment for children. All I'm saying is, mothers, please, I am begging you, if for no other reason than you should care about your kids having a better life than you did, you're not setting an example for any of your children. That's why your children are acting out. Your little boys, you don't think having all these men around is impacting them as well? Your little girl's going to repeat and do the same thing most cases. This is not what you want. You got to stop the nonsense. Garrett says, don't watch Lifetime, too much drama. And I doubt those people can handle drama. Well, they got enough in their own lives. They are an episode themselves, a whole show of nothing but drama-filled foolishness. Lanny says, yep, reputation. They don't know anything about trying to clean up their lives. Oh, my God. Velva says that sometimes self-harm is linked to mental illness. I mean, I do think that these young ladies need therapy. I don't know what happened to them. I don't know why, sometimes I think did Gemma move here from the UK when she was, 12, 13 years old? That's a very pivotal time in your children's lives for decisions to be made. And sometimes something as simple as moving to a new country, you've got to really play an important supportive role in young teenage girls' lives. Because, they're trying to fit in, and maybe in her efforts to try to fit in, she thought the way to do that to make every boy have his way with her. And that's not the way to do it. Children need stability. And I get it that sometimes you do have to move, you're upending their lives, but you've got to make sure that you're there to give them the support that they need and to keep a really keen eye on everything. What? I must play Shabba Ranks Can't Done? Let me look up Shabba. Boy, I haven't heard that name in a long time. Shabba. Let's see. And so on a very, very serious note, Shabba Ranks Can't Done. So yeah, on a very, very serious note, what I'm going to say is, by all means, oh my God, y'all are not gonna believe what the in brackets name for that song is. Hold on, I'm gonna show it to you on the screen. This is hilarious. Hold on one second. So yeah, you have to and the other thing that we as parents do, and oh my God, I hear so many parents doing this stuff. Your children are wrong. You know that they're wrong, right? Miss Sue, I need you to pay attention here now. And instead of you calling out your children for their wrongdoing, you support them in it. Be a supportive parent, but not when it comes to wrongdoing. Caymanians and Caribbean people say you're cloaking up your children in wrongdoing. You cannot do that. Mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, you've got to be prepared to say to your children, this behavior is incorrigible. It's wrong. You shouldn't be doing it. Why do you have all these men coming in and out of your house? Right? Why you got all these baby daddies for? Why you keep getting pregnant? Give your children some tough love in life, because trust me, they need it. But you see, what I find with a lot of Caymanian families, right? Especially the ones on the lighter side, because you know, our ghetto cousins from the East, y'all know Georgetown, I know what I'm talking about when I say East. They got to accept who they are. You know, they're like, yo, you know, it is what it is and whatever. And you know what you're getting. These other ones, they want to pretend, oh, we're the white Caymanians, you know, so we think we're pretty. We've got the light colored eyes. And so, you know, we've got the light skin. We're light skinned. What was it that said light skinned? Wasn't that, what's the actor that plays himself in his movies? He's like a director and producer and everything. Medina, what's his name? McKerna? What the heck his name is again? Anyway, him. We're light skinned. Oh no, that wasn't the one. It was the baby. Whereas the guy's like, that baby's light skinned. That baby can't be for me. And Tiffany Haddish. Remember that scene in one of her movies? I've only seen the clip, but it's hilarious. He's like, that can't be my baby. That baby's too light skinned. Okay, I'm just putting the context on the words. So y'all the light skinned part of the family, Caymanians, and y'all be like, oh, because we're light skinned, we've got all this drama. You must just look the other way. It's a shame no matter who doing it. Dean says, not for airplay. Oh God, we got to play that after. Breeza says, she sounds like my mom. Oh, how I have so much trauma. I started therapy this week to address it. I'm so sorry. I'm really sincerely sorry about that, Breezes, because, you know, we can talk about this, and this is not, I don't want y'all to think that for me, this is a lighthearted conversation at all, because it's a lighthearted conversation. Because literally, when you engage in the type of behavior that both of these mothers are engaging in to varying extents, there are real life consequences. Like I said at the beginning of this show, if a Vanya did not have a hardcore criminal in her child's life, that child would be alive today. Y'all hear me? So and this is why she's trying to attack me and running from the consequences of her own behavior. Her decisions is what killed little baby Elicity. And I couldn't be more clear. I want y'all to understand exactly what I'm saying. Her decisions. But for her decisions, how much she got a law degree, then you can understand. There is a flow of events from the decisions that you were making. Your decision to use drugs. Your decision to be with this man who has an extensive criminal history. Nobody can. I don't even know the young man. But I can tell you one thing. Right? His history was well known. I'm trying to find an article that I referred to the other day where where the justice said his behavior will never, he was like, you know, I'm hoping he can get out of this criminality at such a young age, but nothing is showing that that's going to be the case. Family wouldn't even show up for him for court. The judge is like, where's the family? There's no support. He's in and out of jail, robbery, drugs, this, that, gang banging, everything. So, of course, the natural flow of events was that something was going to happen to the child. Huh? Only a matter of time. And so here we are. Something happened to the child. If she was making good decisions with the men in her life, that child would be alive today. So this is the reality of these poor decisions. And if a mother is not prepared to protect her own child, then who? Then who? That's what I want to know. Who is going to do it? Yeah, Cat Williams' little skit. So someone said, I understand that their decision to move back was because of her. She was acting up, giving problems in the UK. So she was just bad from the get-go. So sad, really. And of course, you know, if she was in the UK, it would have been a lot worse, probably. Somebody said even her young daughter is dressing like her now, everything hanging out, sad. Well, what kind of example, what do we expect? This is what I'm telling you. What do we expect? Of course, your children will emulate your behavior and what you show them and what you teach them. Somebody said Gemma's too damn old not to know better. I'm 44 and she was 2 years ahead of me in school. I in front it is. This person says, and Gemma was in a lot of beauty pageants too. They never did justice. It's just crazy. Honest to God. Honest to God. Let me see here now. I was trying to find this article again with this guy. But anyway, like I said, everybody decided in Mississippi know what kind of criminal he was. So I don't have no idea why this child was hanging around him, but that are the first and that are the last. This is what these young ladies, like I said, this is where they're looking for attention or drugs. I mean, maybe she was just looking for drugs, and then how you get it is you got to sleep with the people who are providing you with the drugs. I don't really know. Looking this morning for a Alan Ebanks Montesino. Does anybody know Alan Ebanks Montesino? Last known address in West Bay. Sir, your wallet has been found. Please, if you know Alan Ebanks Montesino, please have him reach out to us because somebody has found his wallet and look like he got money in it too. So he may want that back. Strong mind and body says bringing a life into the world is where the intelligence of a woman is. Population shift in culture is definitely transpiring, says Trisha. Dave says, what happened to shame? Women used to be special until social media infect these brain cells, these people's brain cells. Society holding women accountable. Hence, women today doing the most. Women need to call out other women because if the man calls them out, the conversation goes down the feminism talking points. I mean, Dave, let me be very clear about something, right? I think historically, there's always been women like this in our communities. So it's probably not that unique. And it's very, very unfortunate. But I do agree. What we see happening now is exacerbated by social media. Social media, in other words, makes it worse, right? Because they can post these videos pretending to be one thing when they really need to just go sit down, stay off of social media. Which picture you want to see strong will? Who you trying to identify? Which one of them? Gemma or the next one? Let me see if I still have on Facebook. I'm assuming she's since unfriended me. Poor her. Yep, she's unfriended me. Bless her, Lord. She'll be fine. Hold on. Don't worry though. We got some filtered photos right here. So coming up for you. Yeah, I remember when somebody sent me that last engagement when the family goes on vacation. First of all, let me tell y'all something. You see, families have a role to play, you know. Y'all have a role in this too. Let me tell you something now. I gotta be straight. I have an in-law who, you know, they goes to my husband, because I mean he's their primary relative, and says, oh, you know, we want to come visit, off to university, living overseas, and I want to bring, you know, my boyfriend. We want to come visit. I said, you can bring your boyfriend, come visit, but you're not bringing your boyfriend and staying in my house. I puts my foot down. Let's be very, very clear now. Certain things I do not and will not expose my child to. Okay? You don't come as a couple, unmarried at that, in my house and have my daughter asking me questions about who's this person. No, we don't. We will gladly put you up in a hotel if we need to, but you're not coming yet. So I can't imagine a world in which my daughter has a revolving door of men skipping through her life, right? And then we're doing a family vacation to Panama, and you get to bring him along, and then talk about he proposing to you. No, Bobo. You see, that's when Mama gonna say, you're not bringing him. You just met him the other day. He not coming on no family vacation with us. This is the problem. You all are not sorting yourselves out. Your families, to your point, sir, are not saying this is unacceptable behavior. And so if we have a situation where the family members themselves just turn a blind eye, they don't want a family argument or whatever, you're encouraging it. She posted up something August 14, talking about vacation vibes, moments that will last a lifetime. How you can have a lifetime with a 1 minute man? Because they're only lasting for a minute. No, sir. She got to do better. My God. She sure can't find him. Not even cute. No criteria whatsoever. Lord have mercy. She said hair is done, nails done, everything did, vacation ready. My God, the fakeness of it all. You better try and pay that damn mortgage. That's what you better try and do. Because if you think just because you work for RBC, they won't take it from you, think again. These banks don't mess around. And stop making your elderly mommy pay your bills. Because again, y'all have got to do better. This is just not right. But you see, again, I blame her mother too. You think my daughter gonna become me as a big 40-something-year-old woman who can be eating out at dinner and doing all this stuff, getting nails done, hair done, man in and out, she paying for, and then when she can't make her mortgage payments, she gonna be coming to me? No, not in this lifetime. I'd be like, girl, please go sit your backside down. If the bank can take it, they're gonna have to take it. I bet you then you learn something. You made me drink all my this morning. Most mornings I don't finish the tea, but this morning the tea done. Yes, sir. Let me unplug the warmer, the tea warmer. If ugly on the inside were a person, So this person said, I'm hopping on and off, so I don't know if I missed this, but is she leaving the men or are they leaving her? Well, I guess every situation is different, because if you heard what the person said earlier, the last one, she traded the husband that she was married to for somebody else's husband, brought him in and moved the husband out. So I'm not sure if that's happening in every case, if it's her doing it, if the men eventually get tired of the foolishness and leave. Only God knows. Good morning, Miss Loretta from Rotan, East Ridge, Oak Ridge, Rotan, East End, Oak Ridge. Good morning. Buenos dias. Miss Velva says she got pregnant because she was searching for love in all the wrong places and praying for someone to choose her. I think she lacks self-confidence to make her choice of man she dates, or her fantasy of being chosen gets crashed every time after time. Girl, we would be trying to play, amateur psychologist hour here, because I don't even know. I don't understand it. I just know that it's unfortunate. And there are real consequences for this type of behavior. And the children are the ones who suffer, All right, we'll do a song selection after the show. Oh, the picture. Hold on, Strong Will. Hold on. Let me see here now. They're all filtered, so take it with a grain of salt. But there you go. And then someone shared a video that she posted as well, where she's telling you all that she's the baddest bee on the block. There you go. So she says that she's not in the same league as y'all. Y'all trying to compete with her, apparently. Not in the same league. There you go. Well, thank God. This is one league that you can keep, that I don't want nothing to do with. Trust and believe. Nope. No. I thank God every day to my aunt, who really, she would put her, as Caymanians would say, she would put her knee in your neck to make sure that you were staying on the straight and narrow, and you stayed where you need to stay. I think this one might be an unfiltered photo. Let me see. This one looks more realistic. Hold on. But yeah, that's probably the closest you're going to get to what she actually does look like. Works in corporate communications at RBC Honey Jail. Good luck to them. All righty. What a hot mess. So sad. Moving right along. One of the men said, I left her. Her children acting like her because she deliberately keeps their fathers out of their lives and uses the children as a paycheck. This is one of the fathers speaking up. He goes on to say, every Wednesday, hot night at Punto Latino. Every Friday, happy hour. Every Sunday, brunch or rum point. I left her. She marked herself up and called the police, ending up with me locked up for 3 nights and losing my job, only to go to court for her to drop the charges for her false accusations, and then back to court for maintenance. I never had no job to pay. Oh my God. So what this particular father and former bicycle rider is saying is that he got the brunt of her behavior. I guess she had to move on to somebody else. I'm not sure, but he said he ended up leaving her. And she actually accused him, he says wrongfully, of sexual assault by marking up herself, making a police report, made him lose his job, because I think he was in a security-related job, made him lose his job, and then she turned around and dropped the charges. Wow. Shirley says, hey, Sandy, did you graduate from Chamberlain High School in Tampa? I recall you saying that. Yes, honey child. I'm a proud former chief, although now I think they've changed the name because chief is no longer, Chamberlain Chiefs was no longer politically correct, I guess. So I think I don't even know what they are now. But yes, Tampa, Florida, Chamberlain High School, big up yourself. Class of 1991, honey child. I know Ingrid says she should use that I in front to help pay some bills. No, the reason why they're getting financial difficulties, is because they're trying to maintain man. And you can't maintain no man. Let me tell you something. You couldn't have enough money to do that with some of these men around you. Oh, they want the luxury life and I got nothing to offer. What a hot mess. Oh, Irvelin, child. Some things leave you speechless. Yep. Gabby, you caught up now? Gabby, Miss Sandy, babe. I'm really trying, actually. I'm doing pretty good. It's 9:05 a.m. Good morning, beautiful folks. Happy Friday. All right, let's see. Somebody says for a beauty queen, she has no self-esteem. My God. Good morning. She is male-centered and have a fear of being alone. Pretty face with a bad body build and zero confidence. She is what we refer to as a bicycle, town bike, or village bike, sexually promiscuous. Yes. Yep. When you hear Cayman say somebody riding a village bicycle, again, don't confuse that for a literal bicycle. And they say that the family was all complicit in the Panama engagement. They are afraid of her. Oh, we need to run average prayers right now. Lord, how can you be afraid of your own children, your own daughters with their revolving men? I would have spoken up. Tell her to stop bringing these men on your vacations. She would stop being invited. That's what would happen. All right, let's switch gears, honey child, because I can't spend no more time on these loose women. Lot 345 on Instagram says every man she have that tries to leave, she ends up reporting them to the police. She's sick. She's what you call a beautiful bird. Oh, what a mess. The poor men. Sad, sad, sad situation. Hot mess. Irvelin says, play the song Pretty Face and Bad Character. Is there any profanity in that one? Y'all got to tell me because, I don't be knowing, honey child. All right, let me get the Shabba Ranks Can't Done one first. We'll play that at 9:30 when we're off air. Hold on. Let me download that one, honey child, because I think that might be bringing back 1990s vibes. And then what is this one called? Pretty Face and Bad Character. Who sings that one? Let me see. Pretty Face and Bad Character. Murder Wrote. No, Shaka. No, hold on. Who sings this one? I see Murder She Wrote. Is that the same song? With Shaka Demus and Pliers? I'm not sure if that's the same song. Somebody here who's more of a music connoisseur will have to tell me if that's the right song. Boy, this is when this must be like an 80s or 90s song because these were classic even with the music videos. OMG. Let's see. Oh, that one said failed to download. Oh. Let me see why. Okay. Looks like it's working now. Is that I want to make sure that's our same song. Can you get Alfred to pray for you this morning? I think Alfred is busy. Okay. No, honey, what? No profanity or yes, honey, profanity? Her daughter was a horrible bully. She terrorized my son, says Sarah. Whose daughter are we talking about? Gemma? Really? That's unfortunate. terrorizing your son? Now, I'm not an advocate of violence in any way, shape, or form. However, children have got to learn how to defend themselves. And once they have exhausted everything, they've told the school principal, they've told the counselor, the teacher, they told their mama and their papa, you have got to teach your children. She's no young lady. So Sarah, you needed to teach your son to probably just give her one, oh, it's only 9:09. Gosh darn it. One B-lick. And that would have stopped her. But then again, then your son would get in trouble. You see how this goes? But nobody, not surprised. How old is it now? And which of the fathers is the daughter for? Because I think the daughter might be family to me. If she's for the MacField, that means that her father is actually my cousin. But of course, he don't even get to see his kids. Let me ask him which of the kids is for him. I don't know if it's a daughter or does she have a son for him. I can't remember. Murder, She Wrote by Shaka Demuse and Pliers is a cautionary tale about deceitful women who have a pretty face but a dirty WHO ding 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 character. Know her youngest son. Murder, She Wrote. That's the right one. I have to stay for Select to Sandy, says this person. Ay. Somebody said, I thought you were talking about Ivania Dixon, then I saw Gem's picture. Talking about both of them. Birds of a feather. Birds of a feather, honey child. Both slackness. Both iron pumps. Thank you so much. Same song. Okay, that's the clean song. Yes, Gemma's daughter. So that's the little girl that we just saw next to her, following in her mother's footsteps. You see what I'm telling you? She's a bully. Poor thing. I mean, I feel sorry for the child, but you can see the chaotic lifestyle she's had, right? All the way in elementary school, she was bullying other people. And we tried everything? Really? You should have reached out to me. Because I tell you, these parents are the root of the problems with these kids. Even the bullies. They're creating bullies of their children. Velva says, Sandra, she's not the only one out there. There's a lot of her kind. I'm glad that you addressed it so that these women like Gemma have a mirror to see themselves. And quite frankly, I don't think that they even care. She's for John Kelly. John Kelly. I have no clue who he is. Morning, Gina. Morning, Elray. Shaka Demuse. Who? I don't. Listen, I probably know the song when I hear it. Oh, they have it spelled D-U-M-U-S. It's pronounced Demuse. Is it a clean song? Murder. I feel like I should know the song though. Hold on. Let me start it out and then you guys can tell me. Let's see here. Video. Videos. Okay. Murder. We'll play the Shabba Ranks one because I understand that is not clear lyrics. Her daughter belongs to John Kelly. Who the hell is John Kelly? Like I said, she had so many, only God knows. John Kelly. No clue who he is. All right.
Now this one.
This one.
You know, so Ragamuffin Chaka, the most new players come to deal with you.
Oh, yes.
I know this little girl, her name is Maxine. Her beauty's like a bunch of roses. If I ever tell you about Maxine, you would say I don't know what I know, but murder she wrote. Murder she wrote.
Murder she wrote.
Murder she wrote.
Action with him, a pretty face and bad character. Them the kind of living can hold chaka. Follow me. A pretty face and bad character.
Oh,
Them the kind of
yes.
living can hold chaka. Say, girl, you pretty. Your face it pretty, but your character dirty. Girl, you just a act too flirty, flirty. You run to Tom Dick and also hurry. And when you find your mistake, you talk about you sorry, sorry, sorry. Come now.
Have a cozy corner where she jokes and where she jam. She know about Luke, Jack and every money man. Make love with the coolie Chinese, white man and Indian. The wickedest kind of girl that Miss Flyers go up and now do you heard about this girl? Her name is Maxine. Her beauty's like a bunch of roses.
Oh, yeah.
And if I ever tell you about Maxine, you would have say I don't know what I know, but
Murder, she wrote.
Murder she wrote.
Murder, she wrote.
Na na na. Murder she wrote.
Watch her now stand still. You not pay me like bill. If you test a ragamuffin, girl, you go and get killed. Girl, keep wait.
Oh, God. Her name is Gemma and Ivanye. Yes, sir. Of course I know that song. This is back in the day when your lyrics could be clean and they were still meaningful and you could still get your little groove on. Yeah, honey child. Ooh, oh yeah. Yeah. That's the song. That's the song. What a heat. I would tell you these Sketel girls, nothing I knew about them. They've been around a long, long time. Woo, they were singing songs about them from way back when. 1500s probably. Oh my God. That's the same song that I recommended that someone told you was about abortion. It's not about abortion. Pronounced demuse. Demuse? It is clean. I tried to get you to play that before, but that idiot told you that it was about an abortion. Oh Lord, have mercy. I know well. They were all a little girl. There was a little girl hitting my son at a vacation Bible school one summer, and she did not stop until I gave him permission to hit her back. Told him to give her my number so her parents can call me. Demas. Where is Soka when we need her? Oh, if you want the story of her and John Kelly, she was WHO ... out on him all during their time together. I want to say that he caught her with a man. Jesus, peace. He's from Kelly Bar in West Bay, John Kelly. Okay. Demas, Shaka Demas. What a heat. Good morning, Miss Hill. Here's a bunch of unfiltered photos of Gemma. Lord have mercy. Oh, that's her. Is that her daughter? That the little girl right there? That is harassing people? Them short, tighty shorts like that? And that top, yeah, boy, she taking after her mommy for real. Poor thing. Oh my God. May Jesus forever take the wheel. Wow. No, you can't make your children go around dressing like that, child. That one filtered. She thought she said to me all unfiltered. Ooh! Where'd she get ugly man from? Lord God. Y'all be picking up every piece of thing. Ooh, she friends with that one. Well, you know, this one, she got reputation too, but I gotta leave that one alone because I think she been behaving lately. Oh my God. Yes, sir. Birds of a feather, I'm telling you. No, sir. God have mercy. The moose. Lord God, I can't pronounce it. I need a Jamaican. John Kelly. Stop it. She's unhappy, and that's what unhappy people do. Okay. No, sir. I feel like I need Marlon to help me pronounce this name. Demas. Lord Jesus. Hold on. Did I tell you guys that my husband is very, very good with music? He knows a thing or two. Hold on. Marlon. That man can get. He can be select a Marlin boy. Make him get on the thing there. Get on the little turntable. Hello. Good morning. One quick question. This song, Murder, She Wrote. How do you pronounce Shaka's last name? Shaka Demas.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What a mess. Shaka Demas. Thank you very much. Shaka Demas.
Shaka Demas and Pliers.
And Pliers. Murder, She Wrote. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you for calling, Mr. Boombastic. You're welcome.
What a joker. About calling Mr. Bombastic. Okay. What did he say? Shaka Dumas. Oh my God. No wonder you guys are like, what the hell are you saying? Shaka Dumas. Okay. We got it now. Thank you, Jamaican husband. He must have been like, what the hell? Hi, Miss Romelia. Reminds me of grandmother. Orma would say, talk about bad character. Yes, sir. Good morning, caller. Shaka Dumas. I got it now.
No, you still don't. Don't get it.
My God.
Change the E to I. Change the E to I.
Tell me. Say it.
Demos.
Shaka Demas.
Right.
Oh, Shaka Demas. Demas. Okay, I think I have it now. All right. You see, that's why we need our Jamaican friends and family listening to the show. Shaka Demas. I think I got it. Shaka Demas. All right, Shaka Demas. Got it? Yes, sir. Auntie, play it again. Says Strong Will. All right, we soon play it. And then we're going to play the next one after that. Remember that time when me and you were rubbing up at Racket Club? Me and you who? Me and you? You confused me with somebody else, Bobo. I don't even know where the hell Racket Club is. So it definitely wasn't me. Sarah says the problem is she's a girl. I understand what you're saying. They would blame my son and he's an amazing young man who would not hit a girl. Yeah, I feel you and I understand, but I would have thumped that little girl upside her head. I'm just telling you. Because you can see where she's headed. She dressing just like the mama and them nasty pictures. Somebody say, show the picture. Hold on. Yes, ma'am. Shaka Demas. What happened?
Demas.
Demas. Shaka Demas.
Yes. Demas.
Demas.
No Demus. Demas.
Demas. Shaka Demas. Bring me one roll of tissue there, please, Stacy. Stacy said, no, man, I can't take this mispronunciation no more. The first child is for her. The eldest son is for her first husband, Robert. Robert, geez, on peace. How many times has she been married? Is there not a limit? Thank you, darling. Is there no limit on how many times you can get married? Lord God, what a mess. But like I said, every single child for a different man. Shaka Demas. Boy, we need to work on my language. All right, we're going to play it again. Give me 1 second here. Let me see. Good morning. Not every woman can find a sexy, handsome man like Marlon. Lord God, take your eyes off of Marlon. Don't forget that song called That Girl, Shelly Ann. Aye. Yes, sir. Yeah, oh, hold on. Somebody asked to show the picture. Hold on, of the daughter. Yeah, she looking like her mama, boy. I tell you, no, sir. Gotta do better. My God. And you know, children will emulate how you dress, and sometimes I know these little girls, they want to wear these little shorter outfits and stuff. You know, my daughter has some short shorts. She's 10 now, and I tell her, honey, child, you can't wear that outside my house. Wear it inside because they like them short, and she got a little skinny legs, so even worse. So I said, okay, there's some things you can wear inside of your own home, only when your family is around, not when you have company. This is where you got to teach your children. And then there are times when, you know, even then, it's not appropriate. Teach your girl children. Gemma says that she likes to wear short dresses and she's shaped so bad. My God, you could never tell the woman that. She would call you lying. You're lying upon her. That's the little girl. Look at them legs and them shorts. They're no bobo. And that halter top outfit. You see? This is where y'all go wrong. That is not an appropriate outfit for a little girl. None at all. Miss Sue is here in the comment section. Says, nothing Gemma done, nothing. Works hard for her family, all lies. Poor Miss Sue. Oh, God, Miss Sue, I love you, but you're delusional. You are what we call a enabler. Because when you tell these types of stories and everybody else in the community knows a different version of Gemma, either you don't know, which I suppose could be possible, or you just have your head stuck in the ground. And you know, so you're gonna say that your granddaughter wasn't harassing, bullying Sarah's son from elementary school. You can say that too. Stop cloaking people up. I get that she's your daughter, but she working hard to support man. Do you know how many times she's purchased engagement ring and set up the whole fake engagement, even when you went to Panama with that last one? Did you know that that was all rehearsed and Gemma's who set that all up? Why didn't you have a conversation with her? Because I know her father would never approve of this behavior. Miss Sue, you're the parent that's left now. Why didn't you just tell the truth? Somebody say you're having to sell your house because they're all living in your house now and you want to get rid of them and don't know how to get rid of them. Don't make them take advantage of you. You are too nice of a lady. But if you're too nice and you can't tell the truth with your own children, of course they're going to take advantage of you, and it's not right. You don't need this stress. You on here every day complaining about the cost of health insurance for seniors and so on. Right? You should be living your golden years now where your children are taking care of you and you don't even have to pay for your own insurance because they out here taking care of ugly men, revolving door of men. That is what's happening. And every time you cloak her up and continue to tell her that she's not wrong, she's going to keep doing it. That's what I know. It's almost time for radio listeners to say goodbye to them. And I didn't even get to talk about the Compass News today. Lord God. What a mess. No, sir. People asking for you to play that song, Red Rat by that girl, Shelly. Oh, yes. Okay. That girl, Shelly Ann, is by Red Rat. He used to live in Cayman and worked Foster's before his singing career took off. Oh, wow. Mess with him. She's shaped like her. The little girl shaped like her mommy. He's from the Kelly Bar in West Bay. Kelly. She wanted to get engaged with my ex-husband. He told her he's not ready for that. She even bought the engagement ring and put it up for sale the other day before he beat vacation. But what? Before her best vacation ever in August. Yeah, I hear she keep buying these rings for men. Here's what you do. Right? Save yourself the money. Stop buying. Just keep one ring. Because nobody not going to be able to take it. At this point, nobody don't care, Gemma. You could be married 50 times. Everybody's like, okay, whatever. So stop buying rings. That don't make no sense. That's wasting money. Oh, y'all done gone upset Miss Sue, and thank God it is 9:29 because now I can read her comment in full. Radio folks, join us on Instagram, cmrtv.com, YouTube, and Facebook. Have a beautiful weekend. Miss Sue is really upset. Here's what she has to say. Who the fuck you think you are, Sandra Hill? Don't pour me. My kids are just fine. All my grandchildren. Stop lies, lies, more lies. You are evil woman. Okay, you're delusional. You are delulu. Really? I'm telling lies. One of your best friends says the family likes to pretend they're perfect. Instead, nothing but dysfunctional. Your own daughter, Gemma, going around telling people how she can't stand her own nephew, the same one that decided to message me the other day talking foolishness, trying to defend her. And I said, do you know that she actually tells her friends that she don't like you? And maybe what you should do is stop inboxing me foolishness, because when you do that, I have to send you the screenshots of what she be telling people about you. You see, y'all don't like your dirt to come out, Miss Sue, because, you know, I get it, the white cousins. And so you think that people don't know your dirt. Gemma's lips, both of them, flap a lot. And you just give her one little drink and she talking all the family business and all the drama. So yes, she has actually told people she never wanted children, that she can't stand them. I'm not telling no lies. Why would I have to lie on your daughter? For what reason? See what Velva says, Sandra? You will talk until you're weak. I've seen her lifestyle, and only the grave changes them. A tree don't bend after it's mature. You bend it in its youth. I've seen and witnessed older women misbehaving and living worse than teenagers. Oh, Pandora's box definitely open here today. We going into a little bit of OT. A little bit of overtime. Let us reverse it. What you say? That I don't know what I know? If I ever tell you about Gemma, that I don't know what I know? Poor you. Murder. Murder, she wrote. Murder, wrote. Yes, let's bring in Shaba. Woo! You can. Mm-mm.
Make the girl get haunted. Fool man them a say, oh, said that woman can done. And them say the woman don't come to done. Oh, said that woman can done. And them say the woman them can done. And took one wash,
No sound.
then you turn it down, girl. Put me your foot and next man welcome. And took one wash, then you turn it down, girl. Put me your foot and next man welcome. And back it then up. Them say woman done, man with walking stick. Them say woman done, man a boss Them say woman done, man I use woman still I say woman done no. Oh, said that woman can done no. Then them say the woman don't come to done no. Oh, said that woman can done no. Then them say the woman. Them the kind of living can hold chaka. Follow me. A pretty face and bad character. Them the kind of living can hold chaka. Say girl you pretty, your face it pretty, but your character dirty. Just a act too flirty, flirty. You run to Tom Dick and also hurry. And when you find your mistake, you talk about you sorry, sorry, sorry. Come now.
Have a cozy corner where she jokes and where she jam. She know about the loom, black and every money man. Make love with the coolie Chinese, white man and Indian. The wickedest kind of girl, them is a flyers go up and down. Do you heard about this girl? Her name is Maxine. Her beauty's like a bunch of roses. And if I ever tell you about Maxine, you would say I don't know what I know, but murder
she wrote. Murder! Missy! Lord God have mercy. Miss Sue, don't come on here upsetting yourself this morning. You don't need to raise your blood pressure over this daughter of yours because everybody done know. Okay? Commenter says Auntie Sue knows, that damn well knows. She gets introduced to each and every one of the men Gemma brings home. Photos are there to prove it too. Lord God. No, sir. Strong Wilt says, Auntie, I love this show. Bop, bop. Murder, she wrote. Every Tom, Dick, and Harry, and everybody in between. No standards whatsoever. What you say, you can't manage? Dean Sinclair said, I can't manage. Them up in their feelings of today. They're still together. He's the ugly one in the recent vacation pictures. Lord God, what do y'all see in these men? Ugh. Messy. No, sir. Jamaica has a lot of beautiful people. Certainly with 3 million, you can find one of the 3 million. Huh? That look half decent. Y'all go for the fugly looking ones. Miss Sue needs to stay quiet as she's an enabler, says this person. We don't know the kind. Poor thing. Nobody not telling one word of lie on your daughter this morning. My God. Play about Lady Saw. I wonder what some y'all do on here. Oh, hold on. Boy, these were some good classics back in the day, you know. I'm not gonna lie. Boy, the Jamaican music really hit hard. Man is the least. It should be for some of you. Oh, Instagram finished already? We've not been on air that long. Don't worry, IG. We're getting you back. IG disconnected. That must have met us saying, no, you're going on too bad this morning. Too bad, Sandy. Too bad. Don't worry. We got you. Coming right up, IG. Here we go. Let me see if I can find it. That one is called Requests for Man is the Least. Y'all be making man the most, and man should be the least. Yes, hold on. Ladies Saw. Where's my Lady Saw song? Hold on, honey child. Lady Saw says man is the least. Where's my nana? Hold on, man. Might have to download it again. I had it the other day too, you know. That's all right. We're going to play it right now. We're going to play it right here now. Man is the least I'm a problem. Where is Lady Saw? Lord have mercy. Miss Iva, bless up yourself. I'm here in the afternoon killing myself, but LOL. She's now moved to the UK, honey child. She gone left us. All that good Cayman cooking food. We can't get that again. What a mess. Miss Dean says, we have lots of women of class for real. Play Shaka Zulu by Major Mark. Who does this? Mackerel? Which one is that one? Oh, Shaka Zulu. Oh, hold on. Shaka Zulu. Okay. I don't think this is the one I'm looking for. Masika? Who that is? Is that the one I'm looking for? Hold on. All right. Next one coming right up. Song requests. You know, when we get our radio station, we can be throwing down. I feel like this is like a Saturday night vibe so that y'all can get up on Sunday mornings and go repent. Is this the song?
Touch the road.
This is the one? What song this? How about this? How about this? This is it, Sandy? Me no know.
Me say me step in the Africa line, Shaka Zulu. King of the jungle and not a poodle.
That's not it? I don't know what song it is then. I'm trying to find it. In the meantime, this one I do. Ready? Ready? Are you ready? Whatever. Hold on. We need to pull that one in again. Hold on. Yes.
Whatever. I wonder where some gyal a study round here. See them argue over man where them a share. See don't a worry about when next gyal a wear. And us say they need fi do them here. Do you hear? The kind of life me see them living round here. Sometimes it's sorry for this just where them a be. But hot gyal from your conscience clear. See now when your load make me hear. Man a the least of my problem. So me left idiot fi have them. Me too cute fi mix up and blend. So tell a girl she fi go with her argument. Me stress free cause me know in a excitement. Them give away free but no man no dey beside them. Some girl a hype on me, yes a man a hide them. Nah no pride girl, them no hot man no ride them. Cha. Me too rich fi argue with bitch. Me too nice fi in a cockfight. Me too hot and a that girl no like them. Everybody sitting me a while. That's right. When me go shopping, me no look on the price. Where girl a struggle for 4 years, me get it in a one night. Overbook right, no one me hardly advise. Come on for me name, girl, me nice. I wonder where some girl a study round here. See them argue over man where them a share. See don't a worry about when next girl a wear. And us say they need fi do them here. Me dear, the kind of life me see them living round here. Sometimes it's sorry for this just where them a be. But hot girl from your conscience clear. See now when your load make me hear. Man a the least, me drive them like Jeep. Park them till me ready now, isn't that neat? Man a weep, cause me have them weak kids. Man we are nowhere, me no idiot lily. Me have houses, cars and Cuban cigars.
Major.
Me found it.
Mackerel.
Pull up,
How you say, father?
Pull it up there, pull it up there.
Pull it up. Yes, boss. Pull it up.
Well, hold it no selector.
Yes, selector.
A long
Selector
time with
Sandy in
me,
the
you
house.
know. And we are watching you, them at work, and we love it.
Broke out this morning, yes.
But a big people time, you know.
Yeah, hello.
Scene. Ranking Trevor.
Tell him, boss man, big people time now. Come off the line if you're not big people. All right.
Junior Demos. Tony Screw, hold it. You find a rhythm to ranking to a while ago. I want to find one for me. Find one for me.
Yes, give the man the rhythm. Come on now.
Run the track. Zin.
Yes, boss. Woo!
No! Remember the T-Bang, remember the T-Bang. Pull up!
All right, stop the talking. Just pull up the tune.
Hold it there. Chupa. If me ugly like you, I beg God ring out my face and put it for sun. Because pretty looks done, and you no get none.
Oh Lord have mercy. No man.
Hey, remember when you're in your house, love a mouth. And I run after. Remember. It looks done and then I'll get done and it looks. Pull it up.
All right, we need to pull it up for
young man, if me ugly like you, I beg God ring out my face and put it
son. Cause pretty looks done, and you not get none. The looks done and they no get none. The looks done and they no get none. He looks done and they no get none. He looks done and they no get none. For them turn up, me sit down, me a walk, him a run, him buck him big toe tumble down. When me look on the man, me a big gallop and run. The boy fear, but I took a one a shaka Zulu song. They looks done and they no get none. It looks done.
Oh God, poor John LaRue. John says to many of us, this is not music, but to many, John, this not your time now. Sorry, this big people time now. You got to step out. You wouldn't understand. I'm sorry, John. I'm so sorry for you. As Shaba said, the Shaba song, you know what the rhythm is called? Punani rhythm. John, I don't even think you know what the punani is, do you? Are you aware what the punani is? Oh my goodness. You'll be okay. Not everything is for everybody. It's all right. It's all right.
It can't rub down too. It can't done. It can't done. Oh yes. Before we done, hospital bed welcome to. It can't done. It can't done. Before we done, man, I go have fun right.
See, I gave you some good Caribbean culture lessons this morning, John. You need to appreciate it. Now you learn what ocean. You know what iron front is. You know when we say can't done, what we mean. Hello. Murder. All right. You're going to be nice, Irie. You're feeling good. Oh, wait. Who is her best friend? I mean, I know who her best friend is because this Cayman by birth said, wait a minute. So we're not going to say anything about her BFF. Who's the BFF? All I can tell you is birds of a feather. So I'm not expecting any different from none of them. But the BFF not had nothing to say. The BFF just like her, no, but that wouldn't be no surprise, honey child. But whoever the BFF is, I do believe she staying out of, cockroach staying out of the foul fight. So she probably got more sense than Gemma. So it is what it is, honey child.
Me see her 6 months pregnant. Now she back for sweet again with not a baby in a prom. Do you heard about this girl? Her name is Maxine. Her beauty's like a bunch of roses. And if I ever tell you about Maxine, I say I don't know what I know, but
murder she wrote.
Murder she wrote.
Murder she wrote.
No. Murder she wrote.
Excuse me. Y'all never know so you see. Ragamuffin Jack and he must come to flash it same way. Oh, follow me. Your pretty face and bad character. Them the kind of living can hold chaka. Follow me. Your pretty face and...
All right, folks. We got another request here today. Pull up. How you say? Lord God. Hold on. Let's start this one over again, because this one sound kind of interesting. You know, a lot of Jamaican songs have like listen to the story that they start out with, and then it builds from there. All right, here we go.
Face son, boy.
Oh my
the
God.
Last time you come, I asked you if you come to take it, and you didn't answer. But you are posing at people all close.
What?
Hold this under your nose. Cut on.
Yes.
we call it Punani. Coming from my Mr. Bailey. You hear? Well, alright. Come on, we here. Boy. Oh, my golly. Give me Punani, one Punani. 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 Coolie Punani, Chinese Punani, Blacky Punani, Nighty Punani, any Punani, same Punani. Glimity, glamity, boy, it a fit time me. Glimity, glamity, boy, it a fit shot me. Glimity, glamity, boy, it's a fit take me. Glimity, glamity, sliding, a fit see me. Follow me. Give me Punani, one Punani. Give me Punani, one Punani. Give me Punani.
Now this one dedicated to all you man and get to where so far. All you man who are life younger, you know. I'm giving some money right here. Viva. Give me the money, want the money. Give me the money, want the money. US currency, it a fi mad me. 10 and 20, it a fi kill me. $100 bill now, it a fi mad me. $50 bill now, it a fi kill me. 10 and 20.
All watch at the remote better cool and quiet. And all who run like a hot punch track, them better circle and stop. You never know one. And we're telling about this are the done. Wanna listen? Come tell about border clash. Border clash. You know them send for the done in the border clash. Me tell you border clash. Border clash. Me say what kind of clash me want to tell you about that because you remember when St. Catherine and the Kingstonian and them clash. You know say I want a DJ business band that over Coney Island where the
Doctor in there, I collect them bus fare. You're not pick up fire if you want to get hard, don't worry. Buy her a tasty spotty. From she a go school, she a see a rule and she just a take Shelly-Ann. Yes, that same one with the big forehead. Dog foot, cock bottom, giant girl. That girl, Shelly-Ann. She go on like she nice and have one bag of man. That girl, Shelly-Ann. Bleach at night time and on the bed for sleep on. Oh no. Me as a man a beat her ever out in a castle. Man to settle up Buckingham and pep up. Me as she love room go blow enough trombone. If you have on a night well a instant like Lord it a sin them call like close spin. Just squeeze her head and I let them open. You know Buccaneer don't have no fear. You will get Shelly-Ann anytime anywhere. Oh no. That girl Shelly-Ann. She go on like she nice enough one bag of man. That girl Shelly-Ann. Bleach at night time and on the bed to sleep on me. She skill certain me I take 10 man a day. All doctor in there I collect them bus.
The kind of life you see them living round here. Sometimes it's sorry for this stress where them a be. But hot girl from your conscience clear. Sing that one you loud make me hear. Me worry about the coming of God, not the coming of man. Worry how fi make myself another chosen one. Worry about girl who a look me husband. Me worry over man, you're wrong. Excess baggage me no carry. So tell her about me she not fi worry. If I meet fi take a man fi her name go mention that the day now go come girl me sorry. Man a the least problem. So me left idiot fi have them. Me too cute fi mix up and blend. So tell a girl she go with her heart men. Me straight coming out in a excitement. Them give her free and no one of them beside them. Some girl a hype on me, yes some man a hide them. No pride girl, no hot man no ride them. Wow, oh, me too rich fi argue with bitch. Me too nice fi in cockfight. Me too hot and a that girl no like them. A everybody sitting me a wife. Ring. When me go shopping, me no look on the price. When girl a so good years, me get in a one night. Want a book right now, and me hardly advice. Come on for me name, girl, me nice. Come on, at the least. I wonder where some girl a study round here. See them argue over man where them a share. See don't a worry about when next girl a wear. And us say they need fi do them here. Do you hear? The kind of life me see them living round here. Sometimes it's sorry for this stress where them a be. But hot girl from your conscience clear. See that one you loud make me hear. Man a the least. I wonder where some girl a study round here. See them argue over.
When the kind of living can hold chakras and girl you pretty. Your face ain't pretty but your character dirty. Girl you just act too flirty. You run to talk thick and when you find your mistake, you talk about sorry. The girl a boss and a brag on, she look sexy. All she worship is pure vanity. The girl a boss and a brag on, she ready. When she wash her clothes, it dirty, girl you not ready. If you can't cook for me, girl you not ready. If you can't wash for me, girl you not ready. If you know you're flirty, flammy. You pretty face and bad character. Then the kind of living can't hold you.
All right. Y'all need to behave yourself now, honey. Chill. Happy Friday. Big up yourselves, folks. It is Friday. I think it's what is this? Yeah, it's the last Friday of the month. Hello, August. That's it. All of us August babies. Oh Lord, our month is over just about. We're gonna see you guys next week on Monday. What date is Monday, honey? Child. I know y'all like, ooh, girl, I'm whining at work and lifting up my leg, and I'm like, don't get fired now because y'all can't come to me for no job. Lord God. Monday's the 31st. So Monday's the last day of the month. Well, I knew August was almost over. OMG. I see your messages. Dancing at work. Oh my goodness, put on your headphones so you can turn it up as much as you want. This person says, try and behave. You have me whining in my seat. That's what a Friday vibe should be like. What did somebody say? They feel like now they want to go out tonight. Go out, be safe, have a good time. Drink responsibly. Do not drink and drive. And whatever you do, don't be a Gemma. Okay? Don't take some strange man home. Leave them at the club. Okay? Don't go in the bushes with them. Just leave them right where they are because they're not no good. All right, ladies? Don't chase one good man for next no good man for next no good man and revolving door in and out of your house. That's the lesson for today. Miss Dean is an August baby too, so she understands that we're straight shooters. Don't get insulted. You know the best thing that you do? When you hear that you become a feature on CMR, the entire show was about you and your ridiculous behavior. What you do is you change the behavior. Miss Irvin says she dancing in the bank. Yes, Iva said, girl, let's keep it going. Simply change your behavior. Become a better person. I know y'all, the Bible can save you, honey child. Well, the Bible can't save you, but y'all want to believe, yeah, go get baptized. Go in that big, beautiful sea, the big ocean Caribbean Sea, dunk yourself and come back out a whole new woman and leave these sketel men and women alone. Trust me, right? One of these days, you're not going to be able to give the punani to nobody else. They're going to be all dried up, shriveled up. That's the end of it. And somebody's going to look back on your life collectively and say, what did Gemma contribute to the community? What did she do within her family other than cause chaos and all these men and whatever? Right? Stop buying your own engagement ring. Stop faking engagement parties. Stop using all these filters. Stop doing all of this fucking nonsense that just don't make no blood clot sense. Get it together. Now, I understand that once you've been out in these streets like this, it is hard. It becomes infinitely more difficult to find a good man. Because what good man is going to be like, oh, everybody done could turn in you. Iron front posts and the whole 9 yards. I'm not going to want you. You're going to impact my reputation. That's how good men look at y'all. You're damaged goods. And we can understand that. That's very logical and understandable. But you can hold it down, right? You do realize that your post don't need nobody. You don't need a man. Ladies, you can live a perfectly happy and amazing, wonderful life without a man. That might be news to some of you, but I'm telling you, it is possible. What you must do, okay? Close your legs. It's as simple as that. Lord God, my eyes watering this morning. I got my fan on. I'm going to turn off my fan. Not paying CUC, no more extra money. Got one of my nice portable. Look at this little fan. I got this cost you. Let's go for yourself. Moves good little breeze too, the days you're feeling a little bit hot. Hot gem. I got to send one of these to you at work. So you don't have to, every time you feel hot, you're not running after somebody's husband. You just get yourself one of these fans and that'll help you cool you down. All right, so that's today's lesson. Sometimes you just have to leave man alone, like Lady Saw say. They must be the least of your problem, not every problem. Y'all heard the song wrong. You thought Lady Saw was saying man must be every problem. No, least of a problem. All right? Have a beautiful day, and I think we can leave it with Lady Saw because she sums it up just so amazingly well. I'm going to see you guys on Monday. Have a fabulous weekend. Leave people man alone. Leave people husband alone. Gemma, stop getting engaged. We're sick of it. It's not really all that exciting after number 6, 7, 8, 9, and 25. 40, 11, 13. All right.
Whatever. I wonder where some gyal are study round here. See them argue over man where them a share. See don't a worry about when next gyal are wear. And us say they need fi do them here. Do you hear? The kind of life me see them living round here. Sometimes it's sorry for this just where them a be. But hot gyal from your conscience clear. See now when your load make me hear. Ha! Man a the least of my problem. So me left idiot fi have them. Me too cute fi mix up and blend. So tell a girl she fi go with her argument. Me stress free cause me know in a excitement. Them give her free but no man no they be.
Oh, hold on. Couple more comments coming in. This one says, Auntie, Gemma had a job to delete all of the men pictures on her social media, and Auntie Sue was in a couple of them at her family gatherings. Auntie Sue knows all of them, but don't have the courage to tell Gemma she is a hoe. Lord God. Gemma cannot even be recycled at this point. What she do can't rub out. Lord God. No, man, she can rub it out. She can rub it out. Murder.
Now this one dedicated to the girl with the angel face and the devil heart. You know, so Ragamuffin Chaka, the most new plan players come to deal with the case. Step up my youth, hear it.
I know this little girl, her name is Maxine. Her beauty's like a bunch of roses. If I ever tell you about Maxine, you would say I don't know what I know, but murder she wrote.
Real.
Murder she wrote. Murder she wrote. Murder she wrote.
Action with him, a pretty face and bad character. Them kind of living can hold Chaka. Follow me. A pretty face and bad character. Them the kind of living can hold Chaka. Say, girl, you pretty, your face it pretty, but your character dirty. Girl, you just a act too flirty. You run to Tom Dick and also hurry. And when you find your mistake, you talk about you sorry. Come now.
Cozy corner with the jokes and with she jam. She know about the loom, crack and every money man. Make love with the cool Chinese, white man and Indian. The wickedest kind of girl that Mr. Flyers go up and now do you heard about her? Her beauty's like a bunch of roses. And if I ever tell you about Maxine, you would say I don't know what I know, but murder she wrote.
Murder Richard man.
Murder she wrote. Murder she wrote. Na. Murder she wrote.
Watch her now stand still. You not pay me like bill. If you test a ragamuffin, girl, you're going.
Hype on me, yes, a man a hide them. Nah, no pride, girl, them no hot man, no ride them. Cha. Me too rich for argue with bitch. Me too nice in a cockfight. Me too hot and a that girl no like them. Everybody sitting me a while. That's right. We go shopping, me on the price. Right, I struggle for 4 years, me get it in a one night. 2 of a book right, no one me hardly advise. No. Come on for me, girl, me nice. I wonder where some girls study round here. See them argue over man where them a share. See don't a worry about when next girl a wear. And us say they need fi do them. Me dear, the kind of life me see them living round here. Sometimes it's sorry for this just where them a be. But hot girl from your conscience clear. See now when your load make me hear. Ha! Man a the least, me drive them Jeep. Park till me ready now, isn't that neat? Man a weep, cause me have them weak kids. Man, we are nowhere, me no idiot lily. Me have houses, cars and Cuban cigars. Me get date with lawyers and big move stars. Me guy call up just want me and him par. Me say easy, now that you a take it too far. Man a the least. I wonder where some gyal a study round here.
It can't done, oh yes. I better you cool and nobody run it down. Oh, said that woman can done. Tell them said the woman can done. Oh, said that woman can done. Tell them.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Cold Hard Truth on Bobo 89.1 FM. Cayman's #1 talk show is live weekdays from 7:30 a.m. Never miss an episode again. Watch anytime on CMR's Facebook and YouTube channels for the latest show.